So you're in the market for a laptop and you're not sure exactly what you need, but you also have a budget price point. If you guys were like me, you guys had about $500 to spend, and luckily with that $500, you definitely got a really nice laptop for the money. Well, exactly with that $500, what can you get? Well, let's see in this video. I gotta spend about a week with this Acer laptop, and let me tell you, it was definitely a really nice alternative to use other than a big desktop. I definitely did find myself enjoying it, although there are small things that I would definitely like to change as time goes on through this setup. But with the 6200U i5 clocked at 2.3 with 2.8 GHz boost and a 94N GTX 2GB and a single stick of 8GB DDR3 low voltage memory, it definitely is a good alternative to a rig. So normally us PC enthusiasts, we have our own rigs, our own sanctions where we spend most of the time in the deep dark away from the sunlight and all the people. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just giving it an example as how it can definitely be a really nice alternative from like using a big workload, a big space, all the big equipment, to just using something nice and simple and really easy to use, honestly, because let's face it, sometimes we just want to get out. I saw myself, getting food and I was editing a video, the laptop unboxing video. Most of the videos and stuff, I did edit on this laptop, and I really felt like that there was no problem at all editing. Although I did find the keyboard a little bit difficult to use while editing, I could definitely say that this was definitely a really nice experience to use. And the editing times really honestly aren't that bad. For this video here, my i7 unboxing, for about a 2-3 minute video, it took about I'd say about 8.5 minutes, but that is also on when it was at 720p 60 frames a second, which I mean, it is kind of slow, but really when you think about it, most laptops can't even render through that fast. Also my Sony Vegas could have not been optimized for my CUDA technology on my 940M, so there's definitely that. But really, for editing, it's not that bad, and especially for gaming, which I really liked. So for this, I didn't take any big special games, like the Division or the new Hitman games that are mostly ran, big AAA titles on desktops. I don't seem like you would want to run that on, a gaming laptop unless you are spending, I have friends that spend, $2,500 on, a gaming laptop solely for it. But as you can see here, recorded onto the laptop, I am playing some Counter-Strike Source on, I believe, I'm not 100% sure the resolution, I will put it on the screen, it is whatever the laptop's designated resolution is for the screen, but it was recording on Fraps. I had it at the highest settings and I was recording on Fraps. I would get about 70 to 80 frames per second on the ultra settings or whatever the highest is, and then while recording on Fraps, I was averaging about 40 to 45. But think again, that is recording with Fraps. Fraps definitely takes a lot of hit on your CPU and stuff. So if you ask me, getting 40 frames a second on Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which doesn't take that much to run, that's pretty good. And it's a really nice fun game, and I think it's a really popular game that people would choose to play on a laptop like this. So for the second game I picked, definitely I did want to choose Skyrim. It is one of my favorite games, and it is a really good game. I see like a lot of people, during the summer sale, they go out and they buy Skyrim, and I definitely did not see myself having any trouble running this over 50 frames on medium settings at the designated resolution, and about 30 frames while recording on Fraps. And then after that, for the final game, I wanted to choose Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 for me is my favorite game, and it is a title I always see myself going back to, and I could see myself playing this title, when I'm away, if I'm going camping, or not necessarily camping, but say I'm at a house somewhere and I don't have necessarily internet, I can always go into my Steam, play offline, and this is definitely a game that I could see myself playing on. It's really impressive, getting 50 to 60 frames on medium to high settings at this resolution, and then getting around 35 to 40 while recording on Fraps. That's a pretty good amount, if you ask me. Fraps definitely does take a big hit, even on my Core i7 6700K and my 970, Fraps definitely does still make a pretty big hit on your CPU. I saw a comment on the laptop unboxing video suggesting that I should run a Unigine Valley, and that was a really good idea actually. So I was using DirectX 9, which was basically the basic to medium setting at 366 by 768, which is the native resolution, at 2x AA in full screen. It was definitely interesting to see what the laptop could do. You know, this is a very GPU stressed benchmark, so I wasn't expecting the greatest scores ever. But with the laptop hovering around 68 to 71 degrees Celsius, it definitely was getting pretty hot, but I did have my cooler underneath my laptop to help support that. The benchmark did take not that long, and as you can see, my score was a 1019 with about averaging 24.4 frames a second, with the maximum at 45.7 and then the minimum FPS of 13.7. You can see below my settings, and then after that, all the other specifications of the laptop if you wish. But again, you know, Unigine Valley, really GPU stressful benchmark. As you can see with this laptop, it is packing a little punch for the price point of $500. With the dual core up to 2.8 gigahertz turbo clock and a 940N, you can see yourself playing most of the games. Once again, like I said before, I didn't choose very demanding titles. You're not supposed to play GTA 5 or games like The Division or the newest Hitman on a $500 laptop. If you guys are going to do that, a $500 gaming rig, that's definitely something you could do, or desktop PC. But for a laptop that I'm going to be taking out for school, doing some programming on for my classes and stuff, I truly believe that this was the best move I could have done for $500. Packing the dual core, like I said, and a dedicated GPU, that's going to be good. So if you guys are definitely interested in this laptop, I will leave the Newegg link below. I believe it still is for sale, so you guys can get it for, I believe, $489 still. So if you guys are definitely interested in that, look at the links below. Check out all the website links below, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good day.